close to me. And then Kesha has one, and it's actually about her social studies teacher. You know, it's named Mr. Watson. Just saying. Good God, it sounds like you're raising cattle over there.
Yeah, Mysterious JG, who's fucking drunk right now, by the way, decided that he needed to IM me at fucking 1 in the morning to ask me a few
Well,
questions.
you could tell that son of a bitch that since he's not in my live stream that we don't care what he wants while he's drunk.
He needed to ask me about a future co-op.
Oh, tell him no. Tell him I vetoed it. I have direct line from Barack Obama who said no, 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 no.
Shut up, you're dead.
The fucking Canadian liberals killed me. What a way to go out. My entire life of being a patriotic American and a fucking French-speaking Canadian killed me.
Well, you know, it didn't fucking help that you had on-demand abortions for the longest time and didn't realize it.
You know, I blame Captain Pete for that. He didn't bring it up to me. He was supposed to say something. But no, he dropped the ball. It's those New York liberals, you know. They're not like us southern people. You know, since Kentucky's so far south.
Quit trying to identify with me.
You fucking East Coaster. Look at us. We got the breeze off the beach. Kentucky, we're like, oh, we got some lakes.
Dude, I was so amazed. Wednesday, for the first time, it dropped not only below 40 degrees, but below 30 degrees.
We had
the
snow
water-
the other day. I don't even want to hear
The water
it.
from my pipes was cold. 55% of the leaves are still on the trees outside. And of course, the evergreens are like, the fuck is this? I got needles.
It snowed the other day. It covered the ground. We had more than a dusting, as they say here in Kentucky. And, like, you know, of course we go to school and the kids are like, why didn't we cancel school? It's like, the roads have nothing on them. But the grass did. And it's like, oh, you're driving on the grass the whole way here. Okay, well, that makes sense.
So, I have to admit to you, SKS, I was secretly hoping that when you did the randomizer for the, who would suggest a game to go along with all the other dungeon games, I was like, please, for the love of God, let it be.
I knew what it would be if it was you. I was dreading that.
Well,
like,
for one, you'd be like, fuck you, you're not following me, you ain't picking shit next.
did you not follow me? Somebody named Grim something followed me. I thought it was you.
Nope. Still don't have you followed. Like I said, I don't have anybody following.
Then that means I'm not following you because I'm following somebody who has named you.
Interesting.
No wonder I never know when you live stream. I am following the wrong Grimmeth. Like, I'm not even shitting you. The person that followed me with the name Grim something, it has me following them, and obviously it's not you. I can read.
I'm glad we had this fucking discussion. You needed to know that.
There is somebody out there. Oh, speaking of the screen that's up right now, if you go back to the list, I took this whole game into school and played it for my students for the Western expansion.
You mentioned that.
Yeah, and like the AC-30, you know, and all that was on there, and like the SKS, and they were like, "Who are those people?" And I was
like, they were just part of the game.
yeah, they're just people who played the game before I downloaded it, and they're like, "Oh, okay," and I was just like, "Oh shit." It might have been Grim Life, so I'm following Grim Life on Steam or on Twitch. And...
we do know each other.
Oh, well, he is named after you. Is that one of your alternates?
No.
Since JC is your other alternate.
I don't know that guy. Like, we do know each other on Steam. That's what I was trying to go for saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm missing a little bit of my brain power right now.
Well, you had a day full of gunpowder. I mean, it was just like the Alamo. I don't know how you're just, going.
I have the lived-in look. I took a nap. I guess technically yesterday now.
It is. I love how my live streams, I'm like, oh, I'll get on there and go from 8 to midnight. Like 3 a.m. I'm like, well, I should wrap this up. All right. Let me update this stuff so we can have people who actually want to play the game.
Woohoo!
So I'm going to delete everything and hit update, and we'll see who's actually going to go on this trip. Grimmeth, do you want to lead one for once without using die?
Nah.
Are you
I mean,
joking?
I'm not saying I've played the game as much as you have, since you're older than me, and it's a teaching tool, but I've definitely logged many hours in the Oregon Trail, and its subsidiaries. That's not the right word, but we're gonna go with it.
You mean it's not like Bowie or Bowie? Gosh, what's with words? They don't have to be correct.
Absolutely not.
What do you all say in South Carolina? Do you all even mention his name?
I hear Bowie a lot, even though that's not correct.
See in Kentucky it's always been Bowie knife, but even like in the movies, the Alamo movies and other documentaries, they always say Bowie. But and maybe it's just an accent thing. And yeah, I've never lied that in Kentucky we say words ass backwards. So I just didn't know.
Uh, Bowie's not someone who's mentioned. Like, I can't think of the last time I've actually heard him come up
Now
at any
you
point.
all should talk about Colonel Travis though. He was South Carolina, right?
I can't think of the last time he was mentioned either.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, you are like Fort Sumter, Fort Sumter. Look at that. We started shit. We
I
seceded
mean,
first. We
I
had
mean,
Rutledge.
see,
Fuck you all.
it might be different, courtesy of the fact that South Carolina history focuses on more important things, but we never talked about like the Battle of Alamo for any serious length in any of my history classes ever.
Well, let me tell you
In-
this.
including westward expansion of the United States.
Well, I covered it, and I told him, I go, we're gonna watch the Alamo movie because I just want you to see, some of the stuff. And I go, it's more for,
and of course, you showed them the new one.
yeah.
not
I was like,
the
it's
old
more
one.
for foreshadowing because there's some good points in there about Santa Anna where he states, if we do not win this now, and and you got to think of the territory that was lost during the Texas independence and not necessarily the Mexican American War, where they lost California and New Mexico and all that in Texas. I mean, think of what Mexico would be today if they had all that.
How could you not show the John Wayne one?
I'm an asshole and I like historically accurate movies.
Of course, that's why you showed them a fucking movie about the Alamo.
I mean.
The damn theatrical release poster for the one that came out most recently too is absurd. You will never forget.
Hey, I hate to say it, I think that The Alamo was the best movie that Billy Bob Thornton's ever been in. I think it was his best acting job.
I'm not familiar enough with his work to make a counter argument.
I mean,
to that
the only
claim.
thing everybody else brings up is what Sling Blade, where he's like, mustard and biscuit. Fuck that. This is him actually playing himself. I mean, would you play somebody? That would be like me playing somebody from Kentucky. I mean, it would just be natural.
Well, you should get on with your whole rolling thing to determine who will be leading us to victory.
All right, let's see who's gonna be. Gosh, take away. Y'all could blame him. All right, let's see who's gonna be the wagon leader. Pushing 10. What? No. Primary colors? Really? Somebody's going to bring up primary colors? If you bring up a John Travolta movie trying to say somebody else was a good actor, you got issues. Alright, let's see who's going to be the wagon leader. Larry, I Hate You. Oh, God. Is Larry, I Hate You actually out there?
Well, Larry did send a message just a few minutes ago in the chat. I think he's still be bopping along.
He could be doing it at number 2. He's going to miss his chance.
Oh. You can't cut Larry out that easily. Larry's a good guy.
Oh, do you want to be the leader or a person going along, Larry? No. Well, that giddy up doesn't tell me anything. Leader or traveler? I like his turd with antlers. It's interesting. Okay. Larry's going to be the leader. Well, we're going to call him Larry Hate.
Larry hate instead of Bob hate or Phil hate or Clemens hate.
Coast 45. Are you out there? Are you in Gamerland? Are you paying attention?
I love how many people have admitted to you, like, I can't vote, I have you on in the background, just play something.
Yeah, I'm not loved. It's okay. That's how I feel with my own father. It's alright. What is the hell is going on with this mouse? It's like jumping all over the place.
I've obviously hacked into your computer. Yeah, I've possessed it.
Alright, the least expected. Ah. Oh, Lord.
Guess who's back? Cause of mass destruction.
I was thinking Eminem, but obviously it's the least expected.
To see the bad boys in wrestling. Don't turn your back on the wolf pack.
Oh, Price Mac. Price Mac is probably jumping shit crazy right now.
Don't turn your back on the Price Mac.
Or maybe not. Price Mac maybe walked off. I love the result. Oh, cool. Larry, I hate you. You need to be figuring out what type of class you want to be over there, or what occupation. And here we go. The last person that will go on our trip is Edwix 2000. Actually, I know it's like happiness is a warm gun. Oh, he said YOLO. I should disqualify him right now.
Well, don't you know? You only live once.
So that's what Satan would say.
You gotta take good care of your life. Be extra special cautious with it, because you only live once, man. It's precious.
Whatever. It's the work of the devil.
I mean, I could turn that on its end too. If you only live once, then you only die once. So you gotta enjoy that.
Is that a James Bond movie?
No, but I bet you could make another James Bond poster out of that DDP picture I posted in the chat earlier. That was back when he was bulkier. When he was in that
That's
Vegas
before he
Connection.
broke his back.
That was back when he was in the Vegas Connection tag team with Vinny Vegas, Kevin
God.
Nash.
All right, so back to Larry, I hate you. Doctor is your choice.
I'm gonna start busting out some Tony Schiavone quotes here.
Oh, God. Shivani, not Shivoni.
Schiavone, I'm going with that. Tony Jabroni.
Tony Jabroni, Jesus Christ. I'm surprised you didn't buy the PlayStation game, you know, the new WWE 2K14 or whatever. I was watching somebody Let's Play it the other night on the internet. I'm not going to lie. I sat there and watched it till like 4 in the morning, and I was like, shit, I got to teach today.
All right, we have seen the end of Hulkamania for Bobby the Brain Heenan, for Dusty Rhodes, Gene Okerlund. I don't know. I'm Tony Schiavone. Hulk Hogan, you can go to hell. Straight to hell.
Captain Pete, if you ever want that to happen, you have to buy me a video catcher, you know, one of those things, and you got to buy me that game. Anyway, Larry, I hate you. I need you to give me some numbers. Tell me how many oxen you want, sets of clothing, boxes of bullets, spare wagon wheels, spare wagon axles, spare wagon tongues, and pounds of food. I will tell you all, when I was playing this game with my students, they fucking trolled me. They was like, oh, shoot the rabbit. And fucking juking bitches. I couldn't ever shoot the rabbit.
Did you have any of them actually take the mouse for themselves and give it a spin?
No. Only one kid. Whenever, like, every class had one group that made it to the dolls and would raft down it. And only one kid out of all the classes wanted to raft down the river. Everybody else took the toll road.
Because they're fucking intelligent.
But that one kid, he was like, yeah, I'll do it. I don't give a shit. You know, and I was like, don't say that. And he was like, okay, I'm sorry. Hey, Captain Pete, I'll take you up on that offer.
You need to buy SKS Dungeon Defenders. That's what you need to do. so that he can have another dungeon game to play.
So I can increase my list so everybody picks Democracy 3 anyway. I think Larry, I Hate You is falling off the earth. Oh, okay, there he is. So he's picking 4 oxen, 10 clothing, 30 bullets, one each.
The spare of the item. Well, each of the spare items. Holy shit! He's got fucking banker, and he's only buying 4 oxen.
Everybody's like 4 oxen. Oh, the same thing that you did to me when they said you were the thief. One of the classes they bought like 16 oxen, and a thief come the very first day and stole 15 of them.
Good.
I was like, I've had that happen before, and they was like, no way, and I was like, yeah, I bought 20, and some thief coming, so 19. I didn't say, oh, it was Grimmeth, this asshole from South Carolina, but All right, Larry, how much food would you like to buy? Oh, Grimmeth Jr. hit in one of the rivers. The one group that made it with all characters left the very last month, and then another group tried that, and they made it to one of the rivers, and it was 1 foot deep, and somebody drowned in it.
Oh my god.
Oh, here's another funny part about that. Okay. Every single student's name that I drew that died was a minority.
Fantastic.
Like this one kid, he's Mexican, and he was like, "Oh, I can make it." He was the one that drowned in the 1 foot of water, and he's like, "They don't teach us to swim in Mexico." Oh.
Oh my god. There is a Twitter account for Tony Schiavone. He actually it's a fake guy, it's just a parody. It's just like a collection of his quotes that are regularly tweeted. He even has an ask.fm where people send him questions.
Oh my god.
This is great. When is the best time to diamond cutter my wife? When she doesn't make you a sandwich.
Oh my lord. Okay, anyway, you only want 200 pounds of food. Any changes, Larry? I'm giving you one chance to change anything.
Better on-screen heart attack, Ric Flair or Jerry Lawler?
Probably Jerry. Woo! Oh. I remember my mom was talking about him the other day. She was like, I was watching that wife swap, and she goes, Ric Flair was on there. He doesn't look like he did a few years ago. I was like, Mom, what do you mean by a few years ago? She goes, oh, back when you were in high school. And I was like, yeah, that was a few years ago. All right. Larry is choosing 500 food, and now we're going to go. Which month do you want to leave in, Larry?
Grimmeth, SKS now owns Dungeon Defenders. Great work, Captain Pete.
Captain Pete's on top of this shit.
So great, with all the donations I've sent you, I got you slated up for colonization. I got your ass for 19 hours of dungeon defense. I just made up a number. It did sound unrealistic.
Grimmeth owns my soul.
You put a lot of emphasis on the end of that sentence there.
Soul. All right, here we go. Let's see the exciting adventure of Larry, I Hate You as the wagon leader. Oh, I forgot to ask you. Larry, what type of rations would you want to have? Filling, meager, bare bones. And what type of pace would you want to have? Steady, strenuous, or grueling? Ed, I can't use the statement rewarding the rewarders. That's why I do the SKS Game Blitz.
I know, fucking Revocane liked it, Plump Helmet Punk liked it. I've started a trend. It's like the pay it forward trend. I'm gonna be like that fucking kid who later dies and brings Helen Hunt and Kevin Spacey together.
Whatever Grimmeth does, I do it differently, so I don't copy him. Even if I'm stealing his ideas, I do it differently.
Listen, SKS was here doing this hobby first, man. His Chip and Dale videos predate most things.
That was my unemployed years of teaching.
Those were the best years.
The hell they were. Anyway. Oh, that was me doing Chip and Dale, and I go back and listen to myself, and I was like, God, I sound like a dumbass then. And then I listen to something new, and I'm like, God, I sound like a dumbass now. All right, Larry, I hate you.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing has changed.
Those were back in the years where you thought you should have remained a bartender.
No shit. Making $600 a day. What was I thinking? Anyway, the river is 636 feet wide and 5.5 feet deep. Larry, I hate you. What would you like to do? Well, Grimmeth, let me ask you, do you think the sound sounds any different?
The sound sounds any different on your new microphone? That you totally said you weren't getting a new microphone, by the way.
No, I never said I got one. I just asked you a question.
You can't fucking trick me, SKS.
I would never try to trick you, Grimmeth.
Yeah. I remember the time where you sunk my trading ship with your privateer.
Oh, I would never say, oh, it was an accident. I'm going to be daring here and say fairy because I'm a pansy doctor and prefer to let other people take my places. I think they can only take your place, not your places. All right. I would love it if the fairy sunk. That would just be amazing. All right, so we're moving on, and we passed the Kansas River, and we are heading to the next one. And you're at the Big Blue River crossing. It is 246 feet wide and 4.5 feet deep. What do you want to do, Larry? Can't buy your way out of this one. Of course, Captain Pete's like ford it. He would ford the fucking Pacific Ocean.
It depends on whether or not we can take that sloop with us.
You know, I really sold that one ship, and I didn't even realize I did it.
Well, you know, you were drinking Thomas Jefferson.
That's true. It's some good shit. For only like $25, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so he's gonna ford the river.
Every time I drink this, I feel like I'm embracing the one-party system.
I feel like we should just cut open people in France and celebrate. Alright, let's see if he's gonna make it.
See, TJ wouldn't be able to.
Oh, shit!
He was all pro-France. Come on, man.
Oh, Ed, you drown.
Shame on you.
Shame on you, good sir. Shame on you. You get the same.
Death poll? Did I miss that?
No, we didn't do one.
God damn it.
I knew I forgot something. It's because you were talking to me. Well, nobody reminded me, so it's their fault. I'm going to blame the chat. And I told him to hold his breath. Why? So the students at school would always be like, why is he standing on the grave? Why is his foot obviously? And I was like, well, it's to hold the body in the ground. And they're like, what? And I go, well, sometimes they died people and they weren't all the way dead, but they were dying. And they're like, are you serious? And I was like, I'm totally lying to you. Oh, look at Price Mac pulling out a bad word. I tell you what. All right, let's move on. So, you'll have to give me a threshold, Larry, I hate you, for when you want me to go hunting. Also, we're at Fort Kearney. Do you want to buy anything? The bent shovel. I think Grimmeth has passed out.
Nope. I do want to say, though, just because SKS can get away with saying the word nigga doesn't mean you can use it, Price Mac. Keep that in mind.
When do I say that?
You said that earlier in this fucking live stream.
I also said that I hope the moon crushes you cunts, but nobody said anything about that.
We know you mean well with that. Whenever you bust out the N-word.
Speaking of, there was a really good article. I don't know if you know who Skip Bayless is.
Yes, I know who Skip Bayless is. I'm sure you S his D, given how anti Stephen A. Smith you are.
No, I really like Stephen A. Smith after the RG3 thing.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Put hunting at 250 or less. Okay. But anyway, you need to look up the Skip Bayless article about the N-word. It's actually really good. But no, other than that, I think Skip Bayless is a dumbass. He's just like, Peyton Manning, I wouldn't trust him to throw the ball for me. It's like, really? You're an idiot.
That's right, man, because the Super Bowl is going to be played in New Jersey.
Oh, God. Oh, Coast 45 was bitten by a snake. Now, Larry, I hate you. You have to let me know when you want to arrest him for how long as well.
That's right, Captain Pete. All he does is win. All he does is win. Unleash him, Tebow.
Oh. Poor Tim Tebow.
Poor Tim Tebow. He's doing the God's work right now, I'm sure.
I hope so. Somebody needs to. I mean, if it's not Tim Tebow, it's obviously Russell Crowe with the Noah movie.
I think you actually made a Russell Crowe reference earlier in this broadcast.
I did.
It sounds familiar.
It's because somebody sent me the movie trailer, and we were comparing it. It's like it's him and Emma Watson. She's like Noah's wife, and it was like, is this going to be an actual religious movie, or is it going to be a Hollywood let's hate religion movie?
Emma Watson. I need to look her up.
You should know. She's from Harry Potter.
I never watched any of the Harry Potter movies.
Well, I've not either, but I know who she is.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Russell Crowe.
I hadn't heard about that myself. My first declaration is, how much fighting will be in this Noah movie?
I'm sure there's going to be lots of struggle against water. That's just my guess.
Will Russell Crowe fuck up before he has like this dramatic death scene?
It does lead up to like a battle scene where like the people who didn't want to get on the ark and didn't believe start like charging it, and he's like, brace yourselves. And I was like, oh shit, he's going to go Robin Hood on it and start like shooting arrows. All right, Larry, back to Strenuous, and we're good. We're at Chimney Rock, or as the students called it, Penis Rock. So we're moving on. Coast 45 has cholera. Oh, I made the students always look up what like cholera and typhoid fever were, and they like freaked out. They're like, oh my God, you mean they're diarrheaing blood out? And it's like, yeah. And it's like, that's disgusting. Does that really happen? And it's like, you are just so young. You just don't understand.
It's like, your innocence is delicious.
I was just like, you just don't get it, do you? It's like, it's not like today where, it's like, oh, you're pregnant, you go get punched in the belly. It's just,
on-demand abortions,
Oh, yeah, no shit. Go to Canada. Do you want to buy anything here, Larry?
With your banker dollars.
I will not lie, though, and this is being totally serious. After playing this game, I played through twice with each class. I give them a written response on, the Oregon Trail and made them go home and research it. I got back some of the best essays that I've ever received for that unit.
Best, like, educational-wise? Or
like,
best
seriously, like, they went home and they researched it and they found out, like, things that were wrong with the game and compared it to, like, real-life material. It was just, like, brilliant. Like, I really did not expect that much. Because I told them, I go, things happen in the game that didn't happen as much. I go, obviously when you have somebody gets bit by a snake like 6 times, that didn't happen in real life. And so, a lot of them went home and like researched it and found percentages and they found diary entries and shit like that. And I was just like, wow.
They cared, SKS. You made them care through a video game.
No shit. What happened? I mean, it's like amazing. All right, so 250 food.
I gotta stop looking at pictures of Emma Watson.
Oh my god. We're going to hear Grimmeth over there like, what are you all doing?
Dude, I'm made of stone. It doesn't work like that.
I have to get a baseball bat. Oh. Here we go. We're marching on. Larry you're in poor health, Larry.
What the fuck would I do with a baseball bat?
Ghost 45 has died of cholera.
Young Emma Watson or current Emma Watson, whatever popped up on top of the Google image search whenever I needed to look up who the fuck she was. I was hoping to see a Noah picture. I guess I'd need to look for that specifically.
To give some status, poor, deceased, poor. Would you like to rest for a while, Larry? I hate you, or would you like to keep going?
Calvin Burry says, Larry, if you don't ford the river, I will find you.
I like how the Overlord Darkwolf's like, GG. I didn't know we were playing League of Legends. I am so glad I kept myself from playing that game. I mean, I have it. I almost got addicted to it, but I stopped myself. How long would you like to rest, Larry? Stuff gets serious when I get poor health. No, I used to play World of Warcraft from beta for about 5 years. And I had to make myself stop because I needed to graduate college. Like, I would play WoW. Like, no joke. I would come home from college and play from 4 o'clock in the afternoon till 5 a.m. in the morning, and then get up for school at 7 and go in. And on weekends, I would stay up all night in PvP from 4 in the afternoon till 10 o'clock the next morning.
That's right. SKS is no Care Bear, bitches.
Hey, I was a rank 14 warlord. You all could suck my dick. Unless people played it from like the beginning. They don't know what rank 14 is, but you know. All right, 3 days.
Well, sure, I've played League of Legends before as well as World of Warcraft. I spent some time on it.
Oh,
Not as dedicated as SKS though.
Oh, I got super pissed off. My cousin, he was a shaman in World of Warcraft, and he lived at my house at the time because his parents kicked him out. And when I went back to college, to finish up that last semester, I was like, hey, will you PvP for me so I keep my rank 14? And he was like, no, because you're a dick. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, because you won't let anybody else be rank 14, which I didn't want to. I wanted to keep it, and fuck everybody else because I was a dick on that server, a loon. But, it was fun. I wanted to, but, I lost it, and evidently somebody else got it and all that stuff. Yeah, it was kind of like Obamacare. Fuck everybody else. Least expected was bitten by a snake. What do you want to do, Larry? I hate you. All right. Steady. Rest a day for injuries. What class were you, Grimmeth?
Class? My primary that I used was a undead priest.
Oh, nice.
I did shadow priest. And given my tendency to be a loner, what I usually did was I'd do the Scarlet Monastery a lot by myself, particularly like the undead section, just for fun, I was like, I'm always the person who'd like to take on those solo challenges, and I still do that, like say with Dungeon Defenders, even though it's like a team game. I didn't get that whole lot into it. My brother and his wife actually really introduced me to it before I even went to college, my freshman year, and I played it some time there. I stopped. I picked it up every now and then. I stopped during my junior year. I was like, "Nah, I'm fine."
Interesting. I had an alt that was a Shadow Priest, but you know. I won't lie, World of Warcraft is the only game that I still to this day miss.
Yeah, really?
Besides, I mean, the online game.
Okay.
The only other game that I really miss playing that was like the shit would probably be Earthbound.
Well, you know, SKS. You don't have to miss Earthbound.
Yeah, I know. But still.
I know, Calvinberry. Of course I did an Undead Priest, as if I would be anything else, right?
Here'd be an interesting question for the chat. What do you all think that my main character on World of Warcraft was? What do you think, Grimmeth?
I don't know. I guess I'd have to ask a division question first. Did you do Alliance or Horde?
Well, that would be part of it. What do you think
Okay.
I would pick? Do you think that I would be Alliance or would I be Horde?
I don't know well enough to make that judgment.
You don't know me well enough to make that judgment. Really?
I don't know you well enough to make that call, SKS.
I don't even know.
I mean, you're apparently a rank 14 super dick, so everything goes out the window.
Let's see what everybody's
I
putting.
mean, I'd obviously want to pencil you into a fucking dick.
Let's see. I got Holy Spec Priest, Dwarf, Rogue, Hunter,
Yep.
Tro Shaman, Dwarf,
So,
Gnome Warrior, Alliance, Pally, Human Paladin. Well, that's the only Paladin that was there at the first.
I mean,
but
given the fact that you were a super dick, you know, and corresponding to the fact that I would want to go with a dick class, I would probably say something like Night Elf fucking Hunter. Or Rogue, or something else that would just piss me off.
wow. Everybody is wrong. Being myself, which loves to be different, I was an undead horde warrior.
Well, that's redundant.
Undead horde warrior.
You did a good job, SKS. Anyway, what does Larry have to do with Independence Rock here?
He rested for 3 days. I was waiting to see if he wanted to do anything else.
All right.
I was definitely PvP spec, but obviously I would spec tank when I was with my guild. They would give me money to switch back and forth. We rocked the Alloon server. All right. Upping the rations and we're heading forward. And there's no grass. I am not talking to people. We're not seeing Grimace Sun. I never had a orange weapon. A legendary. The only thing I got was my rank 14 weapons and I used them. You were not party commissar. You were not on a loon. Price Mac is suffering from exhaustion. All right, here's your status. Larry, I hate you. What do you want to do?
Poor exhaustion.
What about the deceased?
Those are unmentionable.
Four days rest. Hey, like I said, I mean, World of Warcraft is just one of those games. I mean, it was perfect for what I liked. I love social interaction. I like that, you know, you had to put time into it to achieve something. And that was the old school World of Warcraft. The new one's not like that. It's just like, oh, you log in, you get shit.
SKS is very competitive.
That I am. All right, he wants to hunt, so I'll hit this. First, do you want to head to Fort Bridger, or do you want to take the shortcut to Green River? Also, Party Commissar, you never answered if you was really on that server or not.
He laughed and said, "True that."
What does that mean? I don't understand Black Ebonics.
Black Ebonics? As opposed to white Ebonics?
Yeah, there is some of that. I'm from an all-white town. Believe me, there's a bunch of people there that thought they were a different race. Let's see, Captain Pete. People told me that it was addictive. What, World of Warcraft or what?
Yeah. Larry says shortcut due to the fact that we slowed down quite a bit. And of course, then you need to get your hunting on.
The students were amazed at my hunting ability. They were like, have you practiced at this? And I was like, I've only played this a couple of times. Not that I'd ever lie to my students.
Right, like you not knowing who some of those people were.
Captain Pete, World of Warcraft was very addictive. I'm not going to lie. Like I said, it was a game I wanted to come back and play. Oh, one of my students went a buffalo, and I really wished a buffalo. Oh, they said, oh, shoot that large squirrel. It's amazing. Only in Kentucky. All right, moving on. I used to play WoW. I have not played it for years. Least expected was bitten by a snake. And Price Mac has cholera.
God damn it.
Why can you not say healthy?
Well, you know, they're traveling at a slow rate. 4 oxen. They haven't been eating as much as they could have been this entire time.
The giant squirrel bit least expected.
That banker didn't know what he was doing, man. He didn't know what he was doing.
All right, 3 days rest. Captain Pete again. If people want me to play World of Warcraft, they could pay for my account. God, they what? Have another expansion coming out?
I don't know.
I think there is. The last expansion I bought was Wrath of the Lich King. I remember my cousin, he lived at my house, and he was like, oh, I'm going to go buy it. I go, okay. And I dropped him off at GameStop. And he was standing around. Oh, Price Mac died of cholera.
Hey, fix your shit.
What was that?
That was actually you. I realized I still had this old video call you sent me in July. And I was sifting back through my archive.
I like heard myself. It's like, hey, fix your shit. And I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
I'm glad you were able to hear that through the full blast of my headset back into the Blue Yeti. That's great. I didn't play the full video call message, but I figured I'd share that little glimmer with you.
Yeah, the doctor's sucking this one. All right, Larry, I hate you. What do you want to do? Sorry, the least expected. You're probably next. But yeah, I think I read somewhere that there's going to be another expansion. But no. Continue my story. Why he figures out what he's going to do is my cousin stood in line for 3 hours to buy Wrath of the Lich King. I dropped him off at GameStop. I went across the road and I went to Walmart and I walked in and they had a whole box sitting there and they're like, do you want to buy this? And I was like, nah. And I sat there and talked to the person and I was like, yeah, I guess I might as well buy it. You know, so I bought it and I played part of the Wrath of the Lich King. But then after that, I quit playing. What?
So I was flipping through my YouTube pages. I was checking my comments. Apparently, it has given me a banner, and I'm not sure whether this is Chinese or Japanese, so I don't know what it's trying to tell me.
What are you talking about?
Google has given me a fucking pop-up on YouTube in an Asian language.
Nice.
And I don't know what it means.
Uh-oh. We have reached the forbidden crossing.
Oh, God.
Larry, I hate you.
Oh, Tonight at 6:30, Konami Cup Asia Series Live. The Lions play against Italy Bolong. More? Thank you, translator.
Grimmeth, it tells you. Let's talk to people. Who's going to be here? Oh.
Me.
Oh.
It tells me to.
Oh, there he is.
My family didn't buy enough food in Independence. We have been eating very small rations since Fort Laramie. Because of that, our health is poor. My sister has mountain fever, so we stopped here for a while. I've read this before on one of your live broadcasts. Hi, everyone. I'm about to kill the entire group.
Oh, my God. Captain Pete boned.
So, you have a lot of starting money on account of being a banker. You could take the ferry. $5 ferry.
Shun Larry.
And Larry did say, yep, ferry time.
Oh, okay. And then it sucked into the middle of the river. Good job. Captain Pete is the only person to willingly try to ford that river. Like I said, the two classes that made it across in school were the ones that left in like the very last month, and they arrived.
Really?
Yeah, like two groups. Oh, least expected died of cholera.
They fucking risked winter in the Rockies?
Yes, and
They
they made it with
survived?
all 5 party members.
What?
There was even one group that only bought 3 pair of clothing to start out and went.
Really?
Not even joking.
Leaving on the last month? When the hell did they arrive?
Like February. Like I said, they just like went at it, YOLO. So the only person left is Larry, I hate you.
In poor health.
In poor health. So Larry, what do you want to do?
You're a doctor? You're doing a great job of being a fucking doctor.
You must have been no wonder you left the East Coast. You suck.
See, I wanted to call you a banker because I couldn't possibly believe that a doctor would be doing this well.
Oh, 5-day rest. Now that he's got all the food to himself, he's like, oh, I'm
5-day
going to
rest and max speed. Now that I've removed all that dead weight.
Yeah, I think 2 of my classes made it with 5 people, everybody, alive. And then 1 class made it with 4. Of course, that was after the first group went through and like got decimated.
Bad water.
Bad water.
All right, so Larry, you're here and you're in poor health. What do you want to do?
With some high quality water here in Soda Springs.
Nope, party commissar. Nobody died in the Green River.
Fucking goddamn YouTube giving me a notification in fucking in Asian.
So,
Yeah.
Grimmeth, what do you think about the new comments?
Well, I've sent 11 feedback messages to YouTube thus far, detailing various quirks that I thought I could bring to their attention. I'm going to give the system another week before I really make a serious judgment on it. My initial attitude is negative, and I'll give the Google overlords and their infinite wisdom and power some time before I seriously contemplate whether I leave YouTube for another video sharing site.
Interesting.
Yes.
Well, I figure when they got all the big dogs stopping, they deactivated their comments and stuff, but it's communism, I tell you. Communism. All right, you're at Fort Hall. Would you like to buy anything, Larry? Ed is like, you will let us know where you go, right, Grim?
Well, Maybe, if I can. I've always wondered how people would try to react or get a hold of me if YouTube ever like deleted my account or removed access to it due to like violations of like copyright stuff or terms of use. I wonder like how many people would panic like, what was the name of that site he said he is administrator of? Voltron band, Voltron gang, Voltron battalion.
I think Larry, I Hate You fell asleep.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I asked him after he made that one comment, the leisurely walk.
Maybe he just wants you to keep go.
All right, we're going to move on then.
Yep. He's taking his money to the West or bust.
Well, he's about 3/4 of the way, so he might have it there. Except for all this heavy fog bullshit. Oh, he was bitten by a snake. Do you want to rest or keep going? You dead, son. I'm glad everybody's positive about this. 3 days rest. What will happen to him? Will he survive? Will he die? Is he going to make it? He has no water. Still no water. He's close to a river, though. He could see it. Wild fruit somehow going to keep him alive.
Will the wild fruit carry him to glory?
I think so. Nope, he died of a snake bite.
And he was just got done saying, the snake cholera does seem to be a trend.
Oh, man. Larry, I hate you.
Many wagons fail to make it all the way to Oregon.
I mean, yeah, we've witnessed like 90% of those on this channel.
Well, you know, that's because people make bad decisions. When you like ask your viewers to like fucking, make decisions. Now, if you tried something like I did, this was back whenever the political machine was actually on sale for like $1. I asked the Chuckle Fox, like, all right, I'm going to challenge you guys to do this. If all of you together through voting on straw poll can actually beat Executive Suite, I will randomly raffle off 10 copies of the political machine in 2012. You know what they did? They fucking won the game. I was so proud of them. They bonded together. I had to bribe them with games.
Let's see. How far did my random choices rank me among the fails? You were up there. I still think that Captain Pete is the top. I mean, Captain Pete was the first person to ford the Green River. It was only 20 feet deep. I'm sure he would have made it, right?
Right, of course. All right, SKS, let us travel the trail.
Are we going to travel it again? Who's going this time? Are you going to lead it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Sure. I'm feeling decisive enough. We'll bring we can bring my standard crew of people I usually bring along for these adventures too.
Now, why would we do that? We must involve the people, Grimmeth.
I will be involving the people.
Who's the people? The people that are here now.
Oh, well, no, those people aren't important.
Yeah, they're always important. We're going to bring them along.
I don't want to bring them along.
But you have to.
I'm caravan leader.
Doesn't matter. What occupation would you like?
Teacher. As if I would play on a lower difficulty, excuse me.
Alright, so we're going to roll for people who are going to bring Grimmeth. Or
people who are going to bring me. Great. So are we playing Oregon Trail 1 or Oregon Trail 2? Because if they're bringing me, that sounds like 2.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Alright, so let's bring up the nice roller here. Since Grimmeth hates when I do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. First person. Grim Life.
I'm probably going to get all these people killed now since I wasn't able to pick them. I'm going to make a conscious decision to ford the Green River.
Oh, these are the people who are bringing Grimmeth along. He thinks he's leading them, but in reality, it's the other way. Grim Life may not answer. I mean, if Grim Life is not there, then I have to move on.
The person you followed, right?
Yes, I really think that's who I followed.
You're doing a good job. So you know, you've given me so much sass about me not following you, and you haven't followed me.
I'm sure if I checked, I am. But anyway. Alright, Grim Life didn't answer, so we're moving on. Next person. Hiko Man. That is an interesting picture you have there.
It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it.
Would you like to be part of this trip?
Yeah, the only person you're following is Northern Lion.
I have to be following at least 2 or 3 people.
No, you only have one person on the following tab.
Oh, I'm following somebody who never responds to anything I ever send them. I should end that. Well, evidently Hiko Man is not here either.
You see, if we had gone with my list of tried and true travelers, we'd already be on the trail by now.
Well, I'm trying. Okay, a couple more times. Let's go Slain Lone Wolf. I'm going to give him till 50 seconds.
Oh, you're extending your time limit.
50 seconds. Let's see what...
You're getting frustrated now. No one's playing your little charade. I don't think they're noobs. I bring along the finest. But with the Vulture, Mysterious JG, SKS himself, and J2 John Jeremy. Those are the 4 people who usually join me in these adventures. Good 50 seconds, everyone. SKS walked away. Welcome back.
I did not walk away. I want to cry. Oh, I know this person's here. He just sent a message. DeCaro. Please tell me you're here. So I don't lay down on the floor and cry.
You know, it'd be great if he just fucking walked away from the computer right after he said
No, there, fuck you. You're gonna take these people and you're gonna like it. Alright, moving on. No, he already went. We had to pick somebody else. Oh, somebody who gets shunned. Shun the person. You're not following me, so therefore you don't get to go.
The system at work.
That's how it works. You have to know things. Alright, next person, the Graver. Let's see if the Graver is there. I like how everybody just shuns people. That's awesome. I'm glad I have at least that power. You did get picked, but you're not following me, so you don't get to go. Suck it. Alright, the Graver has made it. Evidently, everybody going with Grimmeth has a G or a D name. What the hell are you opening? A brick?
No, I was opening my my Ziploc bag containing my my glasses cleaner. I figured I'd clean off my lenses while waiting for you to continue playing this game.
Don't you sass me. Duke Brand, he already went earlier, so we can't pick him. Viking Dwarf 55. No Shave November is going to be over by the time I pick your group.
I'll be a year older and everything.
Oh. Coast 45 already went. I don't know why these people are back on here. Street Core HD. You could have went on the trip, but you are not following me. So you get shunned as well. Everybody shun him or her.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, no. I don't feel like shunning Street Core HD. You can't make me.
You will shun him and you will like it.
No and no.
Alright, moving on. Oh god! Didn't he come up just a minute ago?
God damn! Do you have like this thing set to like automatically update or something?
Yes.
Do you not have people disabled in the viewers
It
list?
does, but I guess now that he's like following me, so Atcheron LP. Oh, there's so many people getting upset now. Oh, rolls are rigged. Here we go. Moving on, and Perdero. Oh, this is most amazing. And there we go. So there's your group of people, Grimmeth. You should feel amazed. Oh, whoops. What am I doing?
Not quite the winners I would pick.
They're the finest men from Gonzales that we have.
From Gonzales, huh?
Yes, I'm all about quoting the Alamo movie today. You can just deal
All right.
with it.
Okay, we're leaving in April. As for what we buy, let's see here. 99 boxes of bullets, 5 sets of clothing. You gotta remember my prices here. 52. See ya.
You didn't see that.
That's right. 2 wheels, axles, and tongues.
Well, while you're thinking, I gotta make a death poll. Oh, I don't have the names up yet, so I can't really make one right now.
It's true.
What do you want? Waiting on you.
I'm waiting on you to make the death poll. 10 oxen. Obviously, I'm gonna have to cut down and bring only 1 wheel, axle, and tongue. Reduce boxes of bullets from 99 to 50.
Okay.
There we go. And I can... 100 pounds of food.
Is that good?
No. 3 sets of clothing.
2 people will be naked.
They just won't have a complete set. I need some spare money. No, Train, you're not allowed to fucking play Oregon Trail.
Choo-choo.
That'll be
I need
fine.
5 sets of clothing. Woo.
It'll be fine to buy it.
April?
Yeah, April. Go ahead and let's see. We want the maximum pace. I want the most amount of food being given to people.
Alright, let me make this death poll so people are happy. So we have Grimmeth, we have DeCaro.
Yes, Train. Oregon Trail. Yes, Train. Oregon Trail.
Grimmeth, we've told you many a time not to lay on the tracks with your laptops.
Well, apparently I survived the experience.
Oh, that's the fastest train ever. It's like the fucking DeLorean. The transcontinental. It's the Underground Railroad. It's in Grimmeth's house. Oh, I can't wait to see what this does.
And of course, as anyone knows, anyone who votes for me is going to lose unless we get into a situation where everyone dies at once. Because the caravan leader does not die until he's the only person left.
I don't think that matters.
We had this situation before. People who voted for me failed.
I mean, I'm sitting here looking at this pie chart, Grimmeth, and people
So
are
am
picking
I.
you.
I think this conclusively proves why none of these people are allowed to make intelligent decisions. Not that they're not allowed, they just can't. Anyway, go ahead and set off. Go ahead and hunt as soon as you leave Independence. Hunt every time food dips below 250.
Oh, I get to test my hunting skills.
That's right. Now, of course, to the surrogate here, I have to rely on SKS to not fuck up the hunting. As well as, you know, the riverboat rafting at the end.
All right, so when food falls below what now?
250.
Okay. That's what I say. I'm going to be hunting a lot. All right, first river, 656 feet wide and 8.5 feet deep.
Take the ferry.
Oh, look at Grimmeth. Intelligent decisions.
This is why I have money set aside.
Good job. You made it.
We don't fucking risk this shit.
Oh, Perduro has the measles, and you're below 250.
Yep, so go ahead and hunt, and then rest for 4 days.
Oh, don't you fucking juke me. Fucking bitches. There we go. 4 deer should be enough. Oh, wow.
Good job, SKS. Go ahead and rest for 4 days.
Shut up, psycho butts.
And then we can continue our trek.
Perduro has the measles. We warned you about getting sick.
I'll try to take care of you folks, but I make no promises. We gotta make sure everyone lives to get the Green River, and then I'll ford it.
The river is 246 feet wide and 4.5 feet deep.
Oh, fuck that. We can ford that.
Oh, God, here we go. Fording the river. Oh! Oh! 2 oxen drown. That's better than it could have been.
What the fuck? What the fuck? If you're gonna ford any fucking river, it's gonna be Big Blue, right? Come on. Come on.
Oh, man.
Go ahead and hunt, since we're below 250 now.
Wow. That was amazing.
Why didn't we bring a mage? I couldn't afford it on a teacher's salary.
Oh, you fucker.
That's right, Overlord Dark Wolf. Lose your fucking mind. Like I said, if there's gonna be any river, you know, one of those really safe ones is Big Blue. And Big Blue said, fuck you, Grimmeth.
Well, at least it just killed oxen, not people.
Yeah, having 10 oxen, I see, is a pretty big deal. Fort Kearney, keep going.
Fuck you, Fort.
That's right. Actually, let's go ahead and rest for 3 days.
Three days of rest.
You'd work for free? Larry and I can't trust you.
Russians.
Well, I wasn't going on that angle, but I guess you could play that one too.
I will.
Can always count on you. All right. Now that we're at
you had a wagon wheel, and then you found 27 bullets, 3 wagon tongues, and an abandoned wagon.
Okay, we don't have a wagon wheel. Let's go to the trade section. I want to get one wagon wheel.
Sorry, Tom Selleck tells you nobody has a wagon wheel.
Son of a bitch. All right, let's try trading again. Let's offer up 2 oxen.
You can't offer. You
I mean,
just...
not offer it. I want 2 oxen.
196 pounds of food for 2 oxen.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. I've never seen that before.
Continue. Hunt as soon as you leave.
Oh, you had a wagon wheel break. Oh, that takes care of the food.
Fantastic. I want you to hunt again.
I'll have to go 1 step at least.
Yep.
Or there'll be no game to hunt.
Of course, the game will sass you about depopulating everything. It'll be terrible.
Obviously, it doesn't know what manifest fucking destiny is. Then again, it could already be doing this.
Larian is the most trustworthy guy you know. Nah, that right there is worth a good amount of meat.
Are you think I'm done?
I don't think you're done. You can keep looking until the time limit expires.
I was gonna say, there's no way that's enough. I bet that's like 120. Boom! Sit down.
There we go. We can end now.
249.
Yep. And we're not that far from the next landmark.
Fort Laramie.
All right, go ahead and check the status. I need to see how many the various wagon wheel or wagon replacements we have. No wagon wheels. We got an axle and 3 tongues. All right, go ahead and ask for a trade. We're looking for 1 wagon wheel.
Sorry, but nobody here's got 1 wagon wheel to spare.
Fucking cunt. Okay,
I
trade.
wonder if she's lying.
Looking for a trade.
Oh!
2 sets of. Oh, I guess that'll work too. 109 bullets. Yeah, sure.
All right.
In that case, I was gonna go look for sets of clothing. Let's try looking for 2 sets of clothing.
Sometimes people lie. She was black. Not saying that black people lie, but, you know, just saying.
Okay, let's go ahead and rest for 3 days.
The death pole is tied.
Yeah, apparently I've evened out with Asher on here. Let's go ahead and continue.
We are continuing down the road. The RNG doth deliver holy wrath upon Grimmeth.
See, most folks who play this game completely ignore or just forget about the trade option up there to help you compensate for losses. And some of the offers you can get are in exchange for food or bullets, and I tend to have a lot of bullets in supply. Go ahead and hunt here.
Oh, I wanted to keep shooting.
We're done. Good hunt, everyone.
I killed that big squirrel, so, you know, we're good.
Yes. That big furry squirrel with the amazing mane. All right, let's go ahead and look for a trade for 2 sets of clothing.
One ox.
No, not worth it. Let's go ahead and rest for 4 days.
Grimmeth taking a heavy rest.
Yeah, I find that resting a lot and then traveling at a grueling pace works out very well. The key to this game, at least in my opinion, is to fucking finish the game as soon as possible.
Fuck you, Rockies. No snow for you.
And not just that, just like the more days you spend in the game, the more likely you are to get a bad random event. Let's go ahead and keep going.
You all heard it here first. Grimmeth, finish it fucking fast. That's your tip of the day.
Yep.
Oh, Putero has a broken arm.
God damn it. Let's go ahead and get to the next landmark
A
first.
thief stole 10 bullets.
That could have been worse.
No shit. Why
All
not
right.
9 oxen?
We're going to go ahead and rest here for 4 days. After we finish resting, look for 2 sets of clothing from the trade screen. Those fucking thieves, man. That's why I say you need to fucking finish this game as soon as you possibly can. All right. If no one's got what I want, let's just go ahead and leave. And as soon as you do, go ahead and hunt.
Fort Bridger or Green River?
Green River.
I'm gonna shoot the mountain. I shot. What? Fuck you. You back here. You too.
That should be enough.
Yeah, it was enough.
Yep.
No water.
Don't you fucking no water me, game. I don't want any more of my. I don't want any oxen to be lost here. Of course, nothing fucking matters because we're getting to Death River itself.
Death. That's what it should just be called. Green River. 20 feet, 400 feet wide.
Let's trade to see if we can find 2 sets of clothing.
Oh, you want to drown with all your clothing?
Absolutely.
Nobody got 2 sets. Try one more time. Nobody got 2 sets. So what's your
There's not even 1 set of clothing pop up on the trade screen? I didn't see you try.
1 set for 1 wagon axle?
No, I can't do that. Alright, let's go ahead and take the ferry here.
Oh, everybody's gonna be mad now. He took the ferry, people. Shun Grimmeth.
Smart Grimmeth. Bye, everyone who died in the Green River. Let's take the time to actually go ahead and hunt right now.
That's sacrilegious. We're not low on food. The Native Americans would never go for that.
We might be in case of a possible trade or a bandit stealing some stuff. That should be enough.
Okay. See, I'm glad I shot that last one. Got you over the mark.
I'm sure you did, yes.
You found some wild fruit as well. 50
Nice.
pounds of wild fruit.
Stop.
Jesus Christ.
Rest for, I said stop right before he died. God damn it. You couldn't get to the command in time. Well, that fucking ruins that beautiful score bonus. Let's go ahead and rest for a full 7 days.
Sorry, Putero, you are dead.
I tried, Putero. Apparently only 2 votes, by the way. So, good job, 7% of total voters. I didn't let fucking... You know what? I'll tell you who else I let down. You, by timing you out. Didn't let shit down. There's a time delay between whenever I give SKS tell him what I want to do and whenever he can actually do it.
Well, I'm sorry that America doesn't have perfect broadband internet. You'll just have to deal with it.
That's right.
You voted for yourself, Putero, to die? That's not ever a good thing.
Sadly, one was me. That's like Clue, right? Soda Springs, let's go ahead and try trading for a single set of clothing, because we only need 4 now.
1 wagon axle.
No, I can't do that. Let's check the status.
I was gonna say we could try one more time.
Yeah, you can try one more
Nope.
time. Alright, let's go ahead and check status. How are we looking here? Alright. That'll be fine. Let's go ahead and rest for 3 days and then leave Soda Springs.
What do you mean, says the man on the American internet? I know that our internet sucks compared to Europe, but whatever.
Not all of Europe.
Evidently, the Baltic states are the place to be.
All right, let's go ahead and try trading for a stud of clothes one more time.
Nope.
Fucking Indian. All right, let's head on out.
Oh, I'm going to try one more time. Oh, for 52 pounds of food.
Yes. I love all of those pounds of food trades.
It's like, oh, you want 15 oxen? That's 75 pounds of food. What?
Go ahead and hunt.
See, you trust me to hunt way more than my students.
Well, my way of playing this game is hunt heavy because of all of the bullets I have. I don't buy that much food in comparison.
Only you could prevent forest fires, but not anymore.
That's definitely enough. You know, in comparison, just...
a fire in your wagon destroyed one set of clothing.
Trade one set of clothing. Again, that random event could have been much worse.
One set of clothing for 108 bullets.
Yes, I'll go ahead and take that. Let's go ahead and rest for 5 days. The grueling pace is pretty taxing, but on the flip side, I mean, you know, again, as I tell people, the best way to win this game is to fucking end the game. You fly through this shit as fast as you can, because that slow speed will get your ass killed. Would you agree?
It's true. Want to buy anything?
Nah, those $10 are for important events.
Ready to move on?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yep. My ISP upped my speed to 800, 400 this month for free. That's great, Larian. No grass for the... It's fucking July!
Grass doesn't grow during the summer. What are you thinking? Oh, Alteron LP is...
Let's go ahead and stop. Stop and rest for 5 days.
Fucking typhoid fever.
Already lost one person. And 2 oxen. I'd like to not lose anymore.
And sets of clothing.
Yeah, and the 10 bullets. Let's go ahead and hunt once we're done with the resting.
And we'll get you. Oh, I got you.
All right.
We'll get you too. And you. And you. Fuck! Fucking,
SKS is a winner, everyone.
fucking trolls. There we go.
I think we'll be fine.
Hooray! Oh, yeah.
Let's go ahead and, yeah. A little excessive there. Let's rest for 4 more days.
Resting on the open trail.
Absolutely. We have the luxury to kick back and relax. We don't have to worry so much about winter snowing us in. Not without a massive catastrophe, which is not that far away in this game. I just wanted to make sure Ashrong was well again before I continued.
Snake River. 6 feet deep, 1,000 feet wide.
We're going to go ahead and hire the Indian to help us for 3 sets of clothes.
Oh, interesting decision.
Mm-hmm. By interesting, intelligent.
Yeah, people are naked now.
You bring enough sets of clothes to hire that fucking Indian. Fuck the Snake River. Not as bad as the Green River, but fuck it. No water, no water. God damn it.
To the disgrace of everybody in chat, everybody's upset.
This is how much I care right now.
Fort Boise, you're now in Idaho.
All right, let's check the status here.
Poor. Dead.
Yeah. He was at the end. That tends to be where people die, right? Let's go ahead and rest for 5 days. And obviously, we'll have to leave and hunt afterwards.
Want to try to trade for anything?
I don't think so. I don't think we need any more clothes because I don't think another clothing thing pops up. And we're in the fucking summer, so it's not like I need the clothes to survive the winter. Let's go ahead and head on out. You need a timeout for early bright names? That's not something I can control. That's up to SKS as the arbiter, and
I don't even know what they're talking about on bright names.
Escheron LP has like this bright teal name.
Oh, guys, get over it.
There you go. There's the fucking ruling from the goddamn broadcaster.
I can read it fine. If you cannot read green on gray, then you need glasses. The Graver has a broken leg.
Motherfucker, rest for 3 days.
Oh my god, he's got a different colored name. God, I'm racist against names. God, I'm gonna cry. It was bright, now it is blue. Wah.
Right. That's right, we have one set of clothes. It's all the clothes I need. Very good call. Very good call.
Oh, Dakaro is suffering from exhaustion.
Let's get to the fucking landmark before I have another rest. If we can, we're delayed. Woo!
Spring break! The trail is impassable. You're 10 miles away.
Motherfucker. Let's go ahead and hunt. If you haven't arrived at the landmark yet.
What the hell? That thing just teleported into that rock.
Yeah, I guess it did. Got Smokey.
And a big
Buff.
squirrel.
Fantastic. And so we continue our wait. You know,
Dakaro as well.
the self-imposed wait does allow people the opportunity to recover. I was gonna rest inside the fucking landmark anyway, so this is not a problem. We have enough bullets to hunt stuff.
You are still stuck. Oh, there you go. The Grande Ronde.
The Grande Ronde. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and take another nap for an extra 2 days.
So close.
As we should be. Go ahead and continue.
Fort Walla Walla or Dalles?
I'm putting this in your hands, Dalles.
Oh, here we go. Rough trail. The Graver got sick and died.
That shit can just fucking ambush you right out of the blue. Let's go ahead and take a break for 6 days.
Probably because he's walking naked.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, no,
I mean,
that has nothing to do with it. You're
It's
just
August.
exposed to the elements in the middle of August.
He's not exposed to the elements. We have a fucking covered wagon.
They have to walk beside it.
No, they don't. We
Yes,
don't
they
have
do.
Much.
Have
we
you
don't
never
have a lot in the wagon.
have you never researched the Oregon Trail? They walked next to it.
Because in the moments where they had to, that doesn't mean they always did. Sometimes people rode in the wagons, especially if they didn't have a whole lot towards the end.
Lies.
And the only reason I rested there so close to the Dalles was because I like to arrive in better health due to the higher score. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and oh good, we actually got up to good health. Never mind.
The trail is impassable.
Thanks to the trail being impassable. Fantastic. I don't have to worry about it.
You want me to hunt again?
Nah, we're right fucking there.
Party commissar. I did have that timeout coming, to be fair. What did you do? Oh, Osteron LP has a broken leg.
Alright, well. It's all up to you, SKS.
So continue.
Yep.
Raft.
Yep.
Here we go. Hooray! I'll begin rafting. Fuck that. I know what I'm doing. Not really, but still.
I'm sorry about Putero dying. You know, sometimes these things happen.
Oh, shit.
Particularly when you traveled the grueling pace, but, My philosophy when I play Oregon Trail is
Oh shit!
trying to clear the fuck out as soon as possible. Also, Dakaro, you're dead. Not out of my control completely.
I've never had them like pin me in like that before.
Really?
No, it's usually like they just stay on one side of the screen. Sorry, Dakaro, that was on me, but thanks for showing up.
I've definitely had them hit me in before.
Usually you can slip between them.
Yeah. And yeah, I had $10 to spare just in case an emergency situation popped up. I think the toll road's only 10. It might be 5. But I like to take this due to the fact that it's quicker and it provides some last-minute excitement. And in this case, I wanted to have SKS do some interactivity of his own.
Hooray! And I killed somebody, so that's great interactivity.
We lost a lot of supplies that would be used on score. It definitely didn't help that Padaro died earlier, that fucker.
Dakaro didn't comment. Hey, but you made it, and here's Jesus. He's happy.
I'm sure he is. Willamette Valley, just as I expected would happen. Only 3850, that makes me very sad. Only 2 people arrived in good health, the other one had a fucking broken leg.
So it would have been 40-something.
And then, goes, alright, Grimmeth is fine. Let's go ahead and take a look at the list of legends.
Nope, you gotta look at this snake.
Well, eventually it'll cycle through to your list of legends. Yes, Acheron, we survived. We were the 2 highest votes.
So 40, you would have been up there near my 3rd place score with the other one.
Stephen Meek, that son of a bitch, right?
No joke. Mr. Elitist.
I mean, my best guess is you camp right in front of the Dalles and you fucking rest until you have all 5 people in good health. You properly convert whatever you can and trade for it to get the most, score items. Because the bullets and food aren't worth that much themselves. You need to trade them up for something else. That's how you fucking do Oregon Trail on Teacher, everyone. Starting in April. Just fucking speed through it!
Grimace just a